guys, today I'm going to be sharing my thoughts, opinions, and feels on Passenger by Alexandra Bracken. This video is being sponsored by Disney Hyperion, but all thoughts and opinions are my own. Passenger is the story of a girl by the name of Edda who lives in New York with her mother. Edda is a violinist, and on the night of one of her concerts, she's thrust into a world full of time travel. She finds out that her mother was also a time traveler and that her mother has some bad blood with this other family full of time travelers. Edda is given a task and she must complete it in order to get back to her normal life. It's exciting, it's adventurous, and it's perfect for those readers who have a major case of wanderlust because you're traveling through time, but you're also traveling to all these amazing places. I want to first talk about the writing style because if you've read Alexandra Bracken's The Darkest Minds trilogy, you'll know that that book was written in first person, and this book was actually written in third person, and I think it really works well for the story, and it was really nice seeing Alex write in a different style. I was surprised by how quickly I got wrapped up in the story. It's really easy to get into because all the characters are intriguing, and the situation at hand is very mysterious. There's a lot of mystery right from the start. You know something's up, you just don't know what exactly is up. The descriptions in this book were so detailed. It was clear that Alexandra Bracken did her research before writing this book. She really captured the different time periods in a really fantastic way. You also kind of get a little bit of a history lesson with this book. Not a boring one, trust me on this, but as you're thrust through time with Edda and Nicholas, you kind of get to discover these different places and different things that happened during those time periods, and you're also learning about different cultures. We also see some important topics being brought up in this book. The one that I'm thinking of specifically is racism. Edda's companion on her wild journey through time is Nicholas, and Nicholas is actually a person of color, and so throughout these time periods, people of color were not accepted during those times. It was really frustrating to see the way that Nicholas was treated, but I think it's so important to be reminded of those points in time. My one complaint about this book is that I still feel a little bit confused as to how everything works, because it's very complex. And it might just be one of those books where you have to suspend your disbelief and just go with it, or it might be one of those books where I have to go back and reread everything, because I mean, I did kind of speed read this book because I just wanted to find out what happened. The characters were all great. I really liked Edda and Nicholas and Alice. I wasn't a huge fan of the mother because I feel like she put Edda in this crazy situation and didn't tell her anything about it, and she probably should have let Edda in on some of the things that were going to be happening. There's also a villain within this book who is very hungry for power, and Alex made it really easy to despise him. Overall, I really enjoyed this book, and I would definitely recommend checking it out. But for now, I am going to be jumping into a spoiler section, so if you have not read Passenger, go read it, then come back and discuss with me. If you have read Passenger, let's discuss. I really wish Edda would have gotten to spend more time on the ship, kind of that opening setting when she's first time traveling and she's on the ship with the sailors. I just really liked that setting, and I also kind of grew to love the different sailors like Jack and Davy Chase. I loved that scene when Jack was like, "Yo Edda, let me braid your hair." That was just a really sweet moment. When we learned that Rose stole something from Cyrus Ironwood, my first gut instinct was like, she stole those freaking earrings that they keep referencing. I don't know if anybody else picked up on this, but they kept referencing her mom's earrings for some reason. Like at the beginning of the book, Edda's like, "Yo mama, did you steal those earrings?" And then from then on, they just kept referencing them and referencing them. So the second it's revealed that she stole something, I was just like, earrings, she stole the earrings, I know it, she did it. But of course it ends up being a time travel machine because that makes a little bit more sense. Just a little bit, just a little bit. But the earrings are brought up again towards the end of the book when they meet Hassan, so I knew those earrings served a purpose, and that they did. I was really nervous about the deal that Nicholas strikes up with Cyrus because A, it's pretty clear that Cyrus is a terrible person, and it wouldn't surprise me if he just kind of turned his back on Nicholas, but also B, I was afraid that Edda was just going to freak out when she found out that Nicholas had striked up this deal with Cyrus. But I was really surprised the way that she reacted when it was revealed, and she just kind of shrugged it off like it was no big deal. And I was kind of expecting for her just to blow up. But I'm kind of glad she reacted that way because it was just very unexpected. So I didn't really feel bad about Alice's death until Nicholas and Edda go to her home and have that little interaction with her. They have this great conversation. They're talking about Rose. They're talking about how Alice is a guardian. But by the end of their meeting, it starts to click that Alice is dead. At least we think she's dead. She might not actually be dead, but right now we're pretty sure she's dead. And that's when I really started to feel sad about her being gone and her passing. I love that Rose and Edda had a little bit of a confrontation within this book. I was kind of anticipating it happening throughout the whole book, just waiting for them to like meet each other throughout time, but I didn't realize it would go the way that it did. I mean, Rose throws a freaking knife at Edda. Someone call child services. I was rolling my eyes so hard when Edda got the time machine and she's like, "Okay, time to destroy this sucker with a rock." Edda, as if a freaking rock is going to make a dent in a time machine. I can't imagine a time machine being destroyed that easily. So many things happen in that last section of the book. I'm just like, ah. It's like that one emoji where it's just like, ah. Etta gets caught in a wrinkle in time, and we find out that the same might have happened to Julian, which I was a little bit suspicious of Julian's death. I don't know if any of you guys felt that way either, but I was just kind of like, he's probably not really dead. So I'm guessing in the next book we've got to try to figure out how to get Etta out of that wrinkle in time, as well as Julian possibly, and we've also got to get that time machine back. So those are my thoughts, opinions, and feels on Passenger by Alexandra Bracken. You guys should let me know down below what you thought of this book. What was your favorite moment? Who was your favorite character? Let me know down below. Also, if you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. I post videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so click subscribe if you want to be notified for when I post new videos. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you soon with a new one. Bye, choo! With like Dak, it's Jack.